so that she would have full access to her children for the summer.
Okay.
Then he rolled one of them in a basketball camp. Then he gave us a list of what times the kids would be here, what time they would be dropped off, what time they would be picked up. Then he went and arranged for them to have sleepovers at estranged family members, uncles, people that my sister did not agree with. Then he said he was taking them camping for one night and ended up taking them for 3 nights. Then he told us he was taking them to a wedding, and they were going to be back on Sunday. They did not return until yesterday. My sister did not know, who, by the way, happened to have crashed, her hemoglobin crashed, and was in the hospital on the weekend, didn't know where her kids were. So tonight, when the kids got here, Monica decided that she wanted them to stay here. And she had her youngest phone over to Mark's and tell him that. The next thing we know, there's a phone call from Frank threatening us with police. That's exactly what happened. So as you can see, I know that you have a piece of paper, but you know, I also know that you're a human being, and I want you to take a look at my sister and understand that she has 2 weeks, maybe 3 at the top. And this is what this man is doing. I know you can't do anything about it.
But Larry, you got to understand, okay, as a police officer, we have to be neutral.
Yeah,
okay?
Totally.
So unfortunately, as much as it appears that we don't have feelings, we do. Okay? But that piece of paper is what we have to go by on.
Totally understand that.
And we did look at it. My staff sergeant did look at it before I even came over here and made sure that all the ducks were in a row. And fortunately, for this piece of paper, everything is in a row.
And your
like
staff,
said,
if you don't mind me asking, who's your staff sergeant?
It would be Staff Sergeant Derringer.
Derringer, okay.
So, normally, like I told you, most custody orders are in such a mess that we can't even make ends or tails of it. This one is very clear. It's very to the point. Okay. And there's really, we do have to enforce it. Okay?
So, Monica, when you got your agreement, the original one, and you didn't get an enforcement order because Frank wouldn't let you, this is what he did. He got this clause put into this agreement. Well, that's what happened.
I asked her, I don't know how many times I asked her.
But that's what I'm saying, Monica. That piece of paper gives Frank the right to do what he just did.
But you know, a person gets sick doesn't mean that they can't see their child if they want to. That doesn't make sense to me. A judge isn't going to look and say, well, Monica, you have cancer, you're really sick, so you're not going to let you see your children anymore. And it doesn't make sense.
And that's why I'm telling you, tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, call your lawyer and try to get that put in the court of queen's bench. Okay? Because the judge in the court of queen's bench is the only one that can change the order. Okay? Because going to a provincial court judge doesn't help you. Basically, look at the top of the order. It says Court of Queen's Bench, for the province of Alberta. That's the court that you want to go to, not provincial court. Okay?
Now, one other question. Mark, you were discussing something with Mark about Frank coming here to the house to get stuff tomorrow?
Well, he was asking if there was any other clothing.
Right.
And there is a clause in there that Frank can come, he is allowed access at any point in time to grab property for the kids.
Okay.
Clothing, anything that they need. Okay, for day-to-day survival.
So if he's already exercised that right, is that ongoing? That means he can come here every day?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
So that might be something you might want to look at changing as well. Okay. If he's already gotten everything, then maybe while you're already talking to your lawyer, try to see if they can change that as well.
So the fact that, sorry, just so I'm clear on this, so the fact that a police officer escorted the children through the house, through their rooms, and they said to him, nothing is left of our stuff, Frank can still come in and do it.
When was that?
That was when he took the children in January.
From January to today doesn't mean that the children did not acquire any property for their day-to-day basis.
Okay.
They might have acquired books for school, things that they need for basketball camp or anything like that. Then now they can go for those things that they require for day-to-day living.
Right. Okay, so just so you're clear, Monica, that this can happen too, okay?
You might just
get that changed.
You might want to look at that. Okay? Look at the order carefully and look at which ones you want to get changed. The two main ones is the custody, from what I hear from you, and the second one is for the access to property. Okay? Yeah. All right.
So what is to happen if my sister decides tomorrow that she wants to go over to Mark and Adele's and see her children?
She is allowed, according to the order, she is allowed to have reasonable access to the children. Okay?
And what
So
happens
that
if
is
she...
reasonable as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, and if she goes over there and Mark and Adele refuse to allow her to see her children, then what do we do?
Okay, then you give us a call. Make sure you have a copy, a photocopy of the order, so that we can have a copy of it. Because you know what, the officers tomorrow are gonna need a copy of that. I have a copy already. Okay, and that's why I'm going on. Okay, so the constable tomorrow might not be able to find a custody order. So if you guys have one, it makes it a lot more expedient for you. Okay, and from what I remember, you do have a clause in there that allows you reasonable access. The primary guardianship, basically for the kids to go live day to day, has been awarded to Frank. Okay, but you are allowed access to the children at any point in time.
And what, officer, what, your interpretation of that, what right does she have to know where those children are?
Well, it has to be reasonable access. Okay,
So
reasonable would be 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, but if they were taken to Kelowna tomorrow and she doesn't know about it, what are we supposed to do?
Well, Frank has to let you know.
Okay, so he went, right, now he went into the court and he told them that he was going to take them over to Mark and Adele's, and then the next thing we heard they were in Kelowna, registered in school. He could be, yeah.
Sorry? How can you be free? Because he legal matter? Well, it's still a civil matter, but the one clause in there says that she has to have reasonable access. It is not reasonable for her who has a senior to travel all the way to Kelowna as far as I'm concerned. Okay? But your lawyer, his lawyer, can look at that and interpret it a totally different way, and a judge can look at it a totally different way. Okay? As far as my interpretation of it, and as far as, well, actually our interpretation of it, myself, you are allowed reasonable access. Okay? But primary guardianship, where the kids are supposed to live at, Frank is like that. So
right now he'll take him there.
Yeah. If you want to see your children at a reasonable time, for summertime, they're not going to school. So you can, as long as it's not like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. If you're there for lunchtime and you want to go have lunch with them, that is reasonable access. Okay?
Because they don't run the show. Mark and his wife.
No. Frank.
Because they seem to have ran the show.
But unfortunately, if Mark and his wife are given enough instruction by Francis or by Frank, and Frank tells you that yes, this is how it goes, or something else like that. Okay? But like I said, reasonable access. So they're not taken away from you permanently. Yeah. Okay?
As he threatened.
Sorry?
As he threatened on the phone.
He can say that all he wants, but it's still up to the judge.
Okay.
That will grant that. Okay? So like I told you guys, it's not the end of the world. You do have that clause that says you are granted reasonable access. Okay? So if you wanted to see the children all day, I really don't see why it's unreasonable. It's summertime, there's got they have no commitments. Or if you want to go, if one of your children are at basketball camp and you want to watch them play, there's nothing to stop you from that.
So, Kiki, if you want to go see them tomorrow, he's telling you that you can, that they can interfere. That would be reasonable access if it was after like 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Take them out of their house?
As far as reasonable access is tricky. So access to them is seeing them, okay? But as far as you can take them from their residence, that's another matter. So if you want to,
but they're not living there, like you just explained.
Yeah.
So you are given reasonable access anytime that you want to see the children. You are allowed to see them. Okay. Whether Frank or somebody else is there is a different story. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do want to see your children, you can see your children. Okay. Is there anything else I can answer for you guys?
No, that's good.
Okay. Talk to you later tomorrow.
Okay.
First thing in the morning. Okay.
Thank you.
Right.